front. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early, and I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Big Brady Jarrett shuts it down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Open man, right side, he's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 14. And
these third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he'll take this one in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The number 1 pick of the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious, but what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give them a little something off the line and go. win with speed, good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad, allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
1st and 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Love quickly out to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And now it's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Duvernay on the return. Crazy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard
Big
line.
hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Loss of 2.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Williams to throw on second down. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll be taken down well short of the first down, gain of about 4. And it brings up fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On play action, Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Packers first down. First and 10.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Packers on top, We're back to Soldier Field after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get about 2. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
One of the tight ends motions right. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
From the gun, it's Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Packers 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer 1st down.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Chicago.
1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Here's Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. that nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Packers.
First down. First and 10.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A second down throw for Love. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
In motion goes Dobbs. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Williams to the air once more. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Second down, they need 7. Throwing again, Williams. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll run it and give it to the big guys. And he's going to have the Bears first down by a good couple of yards. They get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Williams now to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. His kick is good, and the Bears will tie things up. It's now 10-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On the give, it's Swift. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. In motion, it's Golden. Running is Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. A run here with Swift. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle.
Nixon on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams, and he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They will run it over center with Swift. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the
This is where you have to be careful,
line.
Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Pretty much just
32-yard
more of the
line.
same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Williams. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Swift. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Swift, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try and throw. And here's Williams. And he's in. Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 20, Packers 10. Santos.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Yeah! And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass, pop, it's Golden. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it straight ahead with Gates. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll push forward for about a yard. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the gun, it's Love. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll go for it. Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's going to have the Packers first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, Just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 29, here's second down and a yard. They'll run with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Packers.
A gain of 11.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Wilson is in. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Packers 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On the option, it's Swift.
Swift, the ball carrier. Isaiah McDuffie on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Makes it.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The Bears first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard
And at this
line.
stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
There goes Swift, first down and more. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 21, here's second down and 3. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
15 yards.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
A run on first and goal. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Bo Melton on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Back to throw is Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 30-yard line.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
A second down throw for Love. That's complete on the tight end screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Love. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Another run here, another run by Swift. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. They go play action with Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Packers
13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Love quickly out to Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Christian Watson. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Love to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And the Packers going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Williams. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Got the hook up there to Odunze. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Bears first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Throwing again, Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Williams to the air once more. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just...
And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. They'll come up for first and 10. On the RPO, quick toss to Burden. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's second down. Here's Swift. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 9.
Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. We'll see how they want to play this. It's third down. Swift. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. And finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
24.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Melton now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. This is 1st and 10. Now Love. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, Love toward the middle. That one caught by Watson.
Complete to Christian
He'll get about
Watson.
6 before he's taken down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Here we go. This is 4th down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's gonna have a Packers 1st down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.